Okay, today I'm going to show you how to put your paper in MLA format. You'll need to turn in all of your English papers in this format, and you'll need to do it exactly as I explain it. So make sure that you pay attention to detail, and that if you don't understand what I'm talking about or you don't know how to do something, please ask. So the first thing we're going to do is you'll type your heading, your title, and the rest of your paper. So your heading will be your first name and last name. Then Coach Meadors for my class, but if you have Miss Eves, it'll be MRS period Eves. So whatever your teacher goes by, that's what you'll put in the second space down here. So your name, your teacher's name, the class that you were in, English 2, 3, 4, AP English 3, whatever it might be, and then the date in this format. So you'll put the number, write out the full month, and write out the full year. Okay? You'll press enter once, you'll put your title, you press enter and tab, and you'll put your first paragraph. Notice this is tabbed, every paragraph is tabbed over. So you can find the tab button under the number 1 on your keyboard if you've never used that. First thing we're going to do is center the title. So you want to copy the title or select the title, and up here this is left justified or left aligned. If you scroll over it says align left right there. So you'll scroll over it. That's what the rest of your paper will be in. Everything will be left aligned except for your title and your heading, your header rather. So the title will be centered here. You'll click this little centered button. If you scroll over it, it says center. Okay. Next, we're going to put it in the correct font. So you'll want to select your whole paper as well as your works cited page. Now notice the default font for Word is Calibri 11. You'll want to type in Times New Roman, or you can usually find it under recently used fonts, or you can go to all fonts and scroll all the way down. Next thing we'll want to do is make it 12-point font. So you can either scroll down or type it in. That's up to you as well. So great, now we have the right font. The next thing we're going to want to do is put it in the right spacing. So if you didn't notice what I clicked, this little square right here with the arrow, you'll click that. It'll bring up this window for you. You're going to want to click 2 things in this. First thing will be double spaced. So what kind of spacing do we want? Line spacing. We want double spaced line spacing. We also do not want to add space between paragraphs of the same style. So you'll want to check this button here. Click OK. It double spaces it for you. Another way to do that is to go up to this little icon here with the 2 arrows and click 2.0. That will double space it for you. But what it won't do is correct the space between paragraphs. I want you to notice the difference. The space between your name and your teacher's name is significantly larger than the space between 2 lines. We can't have that. So you'll want to select all again. Go to paragraph and click don't add space between paragraphs of the same style. Want to make sure that's checked. Voila, now we have the right font, we have the right spacing, our paragraphs are tabbed, we have the right spacing between paragraphs of the same style. The only thing we need to add is the header. Now the header is going to go on every page. So there are 2 ways to do this. You can double click up top and that will bring up the header for you where we go to page number here. Or if you forget to do that, you can say, oh, what do I want to do? I want to insert a header. You scroll over here to header. So you go to the insert tab. You scroll over here. I want to put in a header. What kind of header do you want to put in? Oh, I want a blank header, the very first one. So click on that. And then you don't want to type there. It says type here, but you don't want to type there. Next, you're going to put in the page number. You want it to be all the way to the right. So you want to go to plain number 3. So you click plain number 3. There you go. There's your page number. If you scroll down, you see it automatically numbers your pages for you. There's 2, 3, page 4. Your page number has to be at the top right corner. You also have to have your last name at the top right corner of every page. If you type it in the first page, it will do the same thing in all the subsequent pages. Okay, so type your last name and put a space. There has to be a space in between your last name and the page number. Now, for those of you who have a keen eye, you might have noticed that this is, again, Calibri 11 because that's Word's default font. So it's very important you go here, type in Times New Roman 12. What that will do is match that font with the font of your paper and make it complete MLA style. The next video that I will show you is how to format a works cited page.